So now let's look at the fee structure. So the fee structure is what helps the system determine how much it's supposed to charge a student. So for you to access it, just on the menu on your left, under finance, click on the fee structure button, and this window is going to pop up. So before we go any further, let's look at the layout of the page. You can see at the top we have the title there, fee structure. Then you can see here we have something that we need to note. Below that, you can see the name of the school plus the statement that says this is the current fee structure for that school. Then we can see we have a drop down to select the class and show the fee structure for that class. Then below that, we have the button to add the fee for a particular class. So let's look at the fee structure of one particular class here. So we can come and click on grade 3 and click on the button to show the fee structure. Then we can see the table appears here. Then you can see it has a number of columns. The first one, this is just the number to show the entry number. Then you can see the vote head. So this is the vote head name. So you can see it's admission fee, grade 1 to grade 3. Then the display name is admission fee. Then you can see term 1, term 2, and term 3 fee. We can see we have the role. We have the option to edit, and we also have the option to delete that vote head. So there's a difference between the vote head and the display name. So the vote head name, this is the name that specifically defines that vote head. So when you read this, you can clearly tell that this is admission fee spanning from grade 1 to grade 3. Then the display name, this is the name that will appear in the receipt. So we don't need to bombard the parent with the specificity of a vote head. We just need to tell the parent how the vote head is called. Then we can see here we have role, and this column called role, this one is there to define the type of a vote head. You know, in the fee structure, you find that you have a number of vote heads, and these vote heads, there are some that are compulsory and there are some that are optional. So in the system, those optional payments are called provisional, whereas those compulsory payments are called regular. And when we admit a new student into the system, what the system will do, it will just sum up the regular vote head unless otherwise. So right now, when I go into the system and admit a new student, it is going to look at first the date of admission. Is it within term 1, term 2, or term 3? Then it will look at the current term. Are we in term 1, term 2, or term 3? So if a student is admitted in term 1 and we are in term 2, the system will sum up all the regular vote heads. So in this case, it will only be tuition, and it will sum up 4,000 plus 4,000 coming to 8,000 shillings. So by default, that's how much it will charge the student who is enrolled in grade 3. If that student has been enrolled in term 2 and we are currently in term 2, it is only going to assign term 2 fee. It has no business assigning term 1 fee because it knows the student was not there based on the date of admission. So the system is smart enough to understand the fee structure and charge accordingly. You also have an option to define what is compulsory for the student and what is not. And you are able to do that under the Manage Student section. So there's a tutorial to explain how you're able to assign different vote heads for different students, so that if there are those students that are new, you know, with special cases in school, such as a new student, you want to assign them admission fee, which is compulsory, and they'll pay the rest of the regular fees, which every other student is paying. So you have the option to define what is compulsory for what student and what is not. This option for the system to pick regular vote heads only is there so that if you are adopting this system for the first time and you already have some students that are already progressing, I'm sure of that. Most of the time when you're taking this system, you'll be having students that are already there. You don't want to go head by head defining what they're supposed to pay. What you'll just come and do, you'll come to the fee structure and define what is compulsory for the students that are existing. Then for special cases such as new students who are paying for some things that are a bit extra, such as lunch, breakfast, and what have you, you'll now go per head. But for the general students, you have the ability to define what is compulsory for them, and the system will assign everyone what has been defined in the fee structure as compulsory. So now after that, let's look at how you're able to add a fee structure. So it is very, very simple. You just click on this button here, then the pop-up window will appear, and you can see we have a number of fields that we are able to fill. The first one is the vote head name. So let's say we have something like uniform. So when defining a vote head name, you have to be very, very specific. So it will be the vote head name and the classes that it covers. So if it is uniform that is used from playgroup to PP1, can come and say PG to PP2. Then the display name, this is the name that will appear in the receipt. And you can see that is very specific. You can see the vote name is already used. So you cannot reuse a vote head. You cannot reuse a vote head name more than once. So now you can see that vote head name is already used. So I can just come and give another name. Come and say, instead of uniform, let's say we have lunch from PG to PP2 and just update here, call it lunch. Set the term 1 fee. Say term 1 fee for lunch is 2,500. For term 2 is 2,500. For term 3, since it's short, I'm going to say that is 2,000 shillings. Then we define the type of fee. Is it a regular? Is it compulsory? So regular means compulsory. Is it a boarder? Is it fees that you charge boarding students? And is it provisional? Is it a fee that is optional? So lunch, as we know it, it's an optional payment because it's not everyone who is supposed to pay for it. And since we define that this lunch fee will go from playgroup to PP2, those are the classes that we are going to select. So we're going to say playgroup, PP1, PP2, and save. And the system is smart enough to assign only those classes. So when you go to playgroup, when you go to PP2, we can see we have lunch there, playgroup to PP2. When we go to PP1, you can see we have lunch, PG to PP1. And this is very good because you don't have to go per class defining the different vote heads, because there are those classes that do share vote heads. You might find tuition from grade 1 to grade 3 is the same amount. So the system makes it easy to define that vote head so that you don't go per class defining the vote head. You can imagine if you have 10 vote heads and you have 10 classes, if you are to go do that per class, that will be 100 entries that you have to put. But if a number of classes do share these vote heads, you'll find that your time to enter those vote heads into the system will be cut almost by half, or even you'll do that at a quarter the time. So the system allows you to define vote heads for multiple classes at a go. So that is how the fee structure is. It is very, very straightforward. And once you enter a vote head that is compulsory, automatically the fee for students usually goes up. So if a student is a regular student and there is another regular fee that has been added, automatically their fee will go up. So always keep that in mind, and we usually recommend that you do this action once per year. If you're updating the fee structure, update it once per year or when we are coming to the end of the term, so that the parents are not shocked by the increase in fees abruptly. Or if you do that, it is better you communicate to them using the communication module, telling them of the increase in fees so that they are left aware of the different changes. So that is the fee structure, and in case of anything, please let us know. Thank you.